Hi, this is Randy from Fried Eggs Golf, and welcome. If you're new to the channel, you probably don't know who this guy is. His name's Scuba Steve, aka my dad. And a couple weeks ago, I offered the invitation to ask him any questions you would like, and you guys asked a ton. It surprised me, wasn't expecting that much. I can't imagine you had any interest in what this guy had to say about anything, but apparently I was wrong. So I have 3 pages of questions. I'm gonna try to get to every single one of them, but just for the sake of time and not making a 45-minute video, I'll probably narrow it down a little bit, but let's not delay this any farther. Let's just jump right into the questions. Question number 1, Michael Ticehurst. These are all gonna be mispronounced, so deal with it. I want to ask Scuba Steve what would he have felt had he either drew or beat you in the Magic Hills course vlog the other week.
Elated, absolutely elated.
To tie me even?
No, it would have had to been a win. It would have had to been a win.
Next question, Petri Castiello. You know who you are. Question to Scuba Steve: how do you think we could speed up pace of play, avoiding 5- and 6-hour rounds?
Of golf?
No, tennis.
No. Take out a lot of the stupid rules in golf.
Like
How about
what?
that?
Like what?
Like rolling your ball.
You say allow people to roll?
Oh yeah, you can pick up pace.
Yeah, roll the ball, better lies, better shots.
Oh yeah.
Golf Geek, has it been hard work raising Randy into the world?
No, actually I've got 4 boys and I'm proud of every one of them.
Wow, I wasn't expecting that. Great. We'll jump right in before he has time to rebuttal. Chad Greaser, question to Scuba Steve: what is the weekly maintenance for your putting green? Kind of considering a project and not sure if I can handle the upkeep. So what do you do weekly?
I will tell you, beginning it was a lot of fun. It still is. Don't get me wrong. I can go out in the evening and I can play that putting green anytime I want. And the upkeep is a little bit more than what I anticipated. It's mowing it at least in the summertime once a day, watering it every day, sometimes 2-3 times a day, depending on how hot it is. The fertilizer every 2 weeks.
Chemicals?
As far as chemicals and fungicide, yeah, it's
rolling it. It's worth it though, right?
But it's worth it. And like if you've seen this video where we sand rested, that was a day's work. I'm telling you, but it was worth. Like I said, worth every minute of it.
Don V, comment for Scuba Steve: congrats on raising a kid who appears to have his head screwed on straight. That's not even a question. I just wanted to read that on here, make sure he knows.
Oh God.
Lyle Orange, hi Randy. Question for Scuba Steve: are you a shaftoid? I recently purchased a Titleist 913 D2 driver with the Fubuki Alpha 60 stiff flex. I have never hit a driver as well. It is unbelievable. Tried the 915 with the DM on a 60 stiff, and it was all over the place. Would you put this down to the shaft, or do you believe that the shaft will make a huge difference? Randy, any input from you would be appreciated. I'm not going to tell you because it's his show.
Opinion is this: is when I go to look for a golf club and I look at the shaft, I look for the R. That means regular.
Wayne Swisher, I used to play stiff shafts and switched to regular shafts. It seems as though I have lost distance with my irons. I used to hit my 8-iron 150 to 155. Now my regular shafts, 8-iron only goes about 140, 145. What are your thoughts on regular shafts? Can they cause you to lose much distance?
I don't know because I only play regular shaft.
Well, you used to play stiff.
Stiff? No, never. Every time I play stiff, I always would slice a lot more. I don't usually slice with my irons, but stiff shaft I sliced it. Greg
Jason Semler, Scuba Steve, where did the nickname Scuba Steve come from? Everybody asked me this question, and I promise you it's not interesting.
He says it comes from a movie from his friend. That's not the truth. The truth is I like to dive into things. That's the truth. That's how I got the name Scuba Steve.
It's not. He's trying to be witty.
It's the truth. When I do something, look at this golf course we built.
Who gave you the nickname?
I dove right into it.
Who gave you the nickname?
Your friend did.
Okay, his answer is that. My answer is when we were younger, we liked the movie Big Daddy with Adam Sandler, and there was a character in that movie called Scuba Steve. His name's Steve. We call him Scuba Steve. End of story. Mr. Kaidaman. Question for Scuba Steve: who's your favorite golfer and favorite golf course? Let's go favorite golfer first.
Favorite golfer. I'm from old school, so I'm probably going to say Jack. Jack Nicklaus is probably my favorite.
That's an easy answer.
It is an easy answer, but it's the truth.
Okay,
I like
golf.
Tom Watson too.
Favorite golf course?
Favorite golf course was actually right here in Indiana that I played. I'm going to go with what I played, and they closed it too. It was called La Fontaine in Huntington.
What?
And they plowed it under.
Why was that your favorite golf
It was always
course?
my favorite golf
Have you
course.
played 3 golf courses in your whole life?
You name one better than that.
The one we're standing on is better than that one. Beverly Hills.
The short game course, Beverly Hills.
Gosh. La Fontaine.
La Fontaine, love that course.
Oh my. Derek Hurst. Late in the golf season, my buddy will often play around with only 3 clubs of his choosing. Assuming you could use your putter, what other 2 clubs would you use? Now, I'm going to take that assumption away because I can tell you right now he wouldn't take his putter if you only gave him 3 clubs.
I would never take my putter.
Okay, what 3 clubs would you take?
I would take my 56-degree wedge. I would take my 7-iron, and I would take my 5 hybrid. Those are the 3.
Why wouldn't you take your putter?
Because I can putt extremely well asking with my wedge.
I can't even deny that. He putts better with his wedge. He bellies it and hits it with the blade, the leading edge of the wedge, and he putts better that way than he ever has with his putter. But he doesn't use it that way because I think it's just stubbornness and he doesn't want people to make fun of him. Dr. Hopkinspath, I think. Question, Scuba Steve, how do you get your son into playing golf? My son is 7 and I'm trying to get him to enjoy the game and start playing together. Thanks.
Take them out, see if they get interested.
Yep.
Get them some clubs, let them hit in the backyard.
Yep.
Just things like that.
Yep. You can just introduce them to
Don't ever force anything on them.
Yep.
I see this too much in high school where kids join a sport and they don't like it, but their parents still force them to do it because they joined it. That's not right. If they don't like it, they don't like it. It's just like if you do something and you don't like it, you don't do it.
Yeah.
Don't make them do it.
Yeah, because you've coached.
Exactly.
Oh, he coached
all my kids.
Yeah, he coached this, I mean, starting from when I was very young, like 5, 6 years old, all the way up to I was about 12, in all kinds of sports, football,
baseball, basketball, anything there was. Another thing about it is don't just coach them, make it fun.
Yeah.
Make up games, do something that they're actually practicing, but they don't even realize it.
Nolan Ring, what was your lowest golf score ever? Let's do 9 and 18.
Okay, lowest.
Was it the same round?
No.
Okay.
Lowest 9 was 34 at Magic Hills.
34.
Lowest 18 was what I'm most proud of, was a 73 at Sycamore Hills in Manchester, which is a
Was that a league round?
No.
Was there anybody with you?
Yes, Gary Schrader was with me.
We'll call Gary.
You can call him. 73.
I think he called me after the round. And
I believe I called him. I was 2 under at the time I called him.
That's
and I bogeyed the next 2 holes.
That's what you don't do. He called me mid-round to tell me how well he's playing. Tim Palin. Dear Scuba Steve, if you found out Ace was your long-lost son, would you give him a shirt that had sleeves on it?
If I found out Ace was my long-lost son, I'd have a DNA test done.
Shane Connor. Scuba Steve, what do you think of Longford Gaelic football?
All I heard was football.
Barry Edwards. Why can't you buy Randy a new camera? Golfing Gamer 1. Scuba Steve, what is your favorite, most reliable club?
I'm going to say that 5 hybrid I just got from Ping. I'm going to say that's my club right now.
Xander Steiner. Do you think Reed did good at the Ryder Cup?
That was awesome.
Wasn't it awesome?
One of the best matches I've ever seen in my life.
I don't think you're going to get anyone to argue that fact.
That was good.
Scuba Steve, how old was Randy when he beat you in a true round of golf for the first time?
I'm going to say I think Randy started golf probably in the 6th grade.
I think I was like 11.
Yeah, somewhere in that way, in that aspect. And I think by mid-7th to 8th grade, he was beating me. Not consistently, but he could beat me.
I don't think that's true at all.
You think it was probably the 6th grade?
I think I was beating you at age 11 and a half.
I don't think so. Yeah, maybe I might have let him win a couple, just
that's
get his
not
boost
true at all.
That's
you can't
possibility.
lie to these people like that.
I'm not lying.
I would say I consistently
beat me after he was a senior in high school.
That is not true at all. Chad Crosby. Scuba Steve, do you like the loftier driver?
Actually, I probably hit it better than I've ever hit one, but I would like to go and try a 10.5.
You would, and you know
since
why?
I changed my swing again.
Because no, he changed his swing.
Yeah.
It's all because of ego. And then I run into this all the time in the retail business. Guys find out the degree of the driver. They'll hit it beautiful, and they'll flip it, and they'll look at the bottom, and they're like, I can't hit a 12. That's too high. Even though that they hit it miraculously. And this is point in case right here, exactly that situation. Brian Campbell, dear Scuba Steve, who is the architect of Beverly Hills?
We both worked on it. We both went out, walked it, decided where was the best place to put the green, and I'd say we both worked on it together. Equally.
And then they asked, actually, do you plan on renovating it anytime soon?
We have maybe Randy's. I don't think I think in a video he recently showed you.
Yeah.
That we just recently put 9 new tee stations in.
Yeah, bent grass.
Actually, bent grass because Magic Hills let us cut their course up. We actually put a fringe around our green.
Mm-hmm.
We bought 2 ball washers that'll go in next spring.
Yep.
We bought 2 golf carts, which we use, believe it or not. And we bought an aerator.
Yeah.
So, yeah, improvements are on their way.
Andrea K. Scuba Steve, how many golf sets have you owned since you started golf? Do you even remember? How often do you change clubs?
I do not remember because it's been numerous since Randy works in the retail business. I can only say maybe once I've owned actually a brand new set.
Yeah.
Because I usually get them a year after they're done. And people go to the next set and trade theirs in, and I get a great deal.
Yep.
And so, yes, I've owned numerous sets.
But I think...
But the best one I think he ever sold me was believe it or not, it was a set of Nicholas.
Sold you? That's an interesting way to put it.
Yeah, he sold... No, I think you gave me those.
He
gave me those. He actually bought me those.
That was when I first got the job at Bobix. He came out on a demo day, and he tried a bunch of irons out. He liked the Nicholas the best, and I bought them for him as a thank you for obviously all the sets he bought me in my life.
Yeah, you're right.
But obviously, it didn't mean anything because he didn't remember. Terry Bergen and Alan Mills both asked, how did you get into golf?
I got into golf, believe it or not, this is a funny story because the friends of mine that lived it from my mom down Long Lane, they lived at the house just dead away from us. And their dad owned a huge junkyard. And one day, some guy traded in a car. We opened the trunk, and there were literally 1,000 golf balls in his trunk. We set up a little 9-hole course around their house, and we played golf around their house. On grass just like this.
McCormack asked Cunningham or Favre?
Neither.
Neither?
No.
Who's the best Vikings quarterback ever?
Fran Tarkington.
David Ciceriti. Scuba Steve, what are some of your favorite golfers today?
I like Jordan Spieth. I just like the kid. Not because so much of what a great golfer is, but the way he carries himself. That's why I like him. He's not cocky. He goes out and plays the game. If he has a bad round, he had a bad round and he admits it. He doesn't try to blame anything or his coach or nothing. He just takes accountability for what he does. So that's the guy I like.
Jordan Spieth. Fair enough. Todd Templer. Scuba Steve, if you could change one thing about Randy, how much taller would you make him? Don't answer that, seriously.
6 foot.
6 foot?
6 foot's a good height.
I don't know if you gave me 6 foot right now, I'm not sure I could hit a golf ball.
That's what I want, 6 foot.
Linda Shepard, do you think your son could have gone pro?
That's a good question. Do I think he could have? Maybe. Would he have? You got to understand one thing about Randy. Even though I tried to preach it to him, I didn't force him. I wanted him to practice. The kid's practice was playing, constantly playing, never going out working how to hit an iron to make it draw or fade. He just went out and played the game. So no, I wouldn't want him to be pro. I wanted him to enjoy his life, and I can tell you right now, he had probably the best golf career than any pro golfer ever had because he had fun. That's my answer to that.
Perine Chaudhry. That sounds pretty good. Hey, Scuba Steve, why do you think a practice swing is important? Or do you think it's important?
I always practice swing. I always take one.
You take like 6.
Well, they're quick, though.
They're quick.
And all I do is just try to find the ground. I want to make sure that when I walk up there, I'm not going to top the ball or I'm not going to chunk it. Yep. I just want to find out where it's at. If you've ever noticed my practice swing, after my practice swing, I don't move. I just lean into the ball and hit it. It's the truth.
Jason Hughes, do you have a golf handicap and what is it?
I haven't kept my handicap since I played in the league, so I have no idea what it
used to be.
At one time, I had it down to an 8.
An 8?
Yeah.
I'd say you're a fair 10 to 12.
Yeah,
right
probably.
Now. I'd say that's fair. Okay, last question. Carl Maxwell. Scuba Steve, when was the best moment you and Randy ever had on a golf course?
Funnest times I've had with him is right here, playing this course. We probably play this at least 2 or 3 times a month.
Mm-hmm.
If we'd play it more if he wasn't married, I know that for a fact. We
No
would probably,
offense,
we
wife.
would probably,
I love you.
We would probably live out here. And I've been married long enough. My wife don't care.
Yeah, she wants him out here.
She wants me out here.
So I'm not there yet. But we answered. We might as well. We have no more questions left. That's all we have. We might as well go to the flip side of that. What's the worst moment on a golf course with me?
Worst moment on a golf course at Crooked Lake when he was, I believe, a junior in high school. He was throwing a fit. He acted like he was.
It was in a competition.
It was in a competition. It was in a high school match. He was acting like a 12-year-old out there, and it was bad. It was on, I believe, the 5th hole.
It was like throwing.
I simply walked up to him, told him that if I seen any more of his antics, I would grab his bag, throw it in the water, and pull his off the course, and he would never play golf again. He birdied the next 3 holes and never said a word to me.
That was it.
Yeah.
That was awesome. That was the question and answer segment with Scuba Steve. Thanks for watching. I appreciate all your comments. I can't believe how much you guys even care about this guy and what he has to say. But it was fun for us. Subscribe to the channel, thumbs up the video, and hopefully we'll do something similar to this. And we'll do something else.
Well, we'll do a vlog out here one of these days again with the new T-station.
We'll do a Beverly Hills vlog out here with the renovations. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to the channel. I think I already said that.
Yeah, I think so too. You can edit it.
Anyway, we'll see you guys later. Bye.
Oh.